What have you got there, Detective?
Flyers, donuts, and maybe a break in the case.
What's the break in the case?
A man named Peterson who runs a one-hour photo store saw one of the flyers you guys put up all over the neighborhood. He recognized Julie from a roll of film he developed.
And she's alive?
Oh, she was alive when the photos were taken.
What about the man who brought the film in?
Peterson, he gave a description to one of our sketch artists who came up with this composite. Anybody recognize this guy?
Oh, we all know who he is.
I still see him in my worst nightmares.
It's Greg Cooper.
Doc, why do you think Dr. Neumann would move offices? You know, she had that beautiful, spacious office on the 10th floor, and now look at her. She's in this little, small, crampy office on the 6th floor. There's no view. There's not a lot of space. Why would she do that? It doesn't make sense, really, does it at all?
Maybe she's afraid of heights.
No. Think about it. The 10th floor versus the 6th floor. 4 floors, you still fall, you die. You know,
Lucy,
I mean, if you're afraid of heights,
Lucy,
don't start with me. Doc, please
Lucy, don't start with me. It's okay to be nervous about the results of a fertility test, okay?
Okay, right? But it's not nervous. I have been living and breathing and thinking about this for every minute. If I pass the test with flying colors, then we get to try and get pregnant. Doc, I want a baby with you so badly. You know, I do. Your hand is as cold as my hand.
I'm nervous too.
So sweet of you. Why?
Because I want us to have a baby. I've always been able to conjure up one reason or another to keep from thinking of myself as a father. But now that I realize that I can actually be a real, honest to goodness, heavens to Betsy father, I want it more than ever.
You calm my heart.
Sorry for the wait.
Okay, so, do we pass or do we fail?
I know you're anxious to find out the results of the test.
Well, do we pass or do we fail?
You're not gonna get away with this, Stanton.
Scott, do come in. Oh, my. You don't look at all well. Please sit down. Can I get you something, perhaps a brandy?
So you can accuse me of being an alcoholic?
It was merely a friendly and familial gesture.
Well, I am not your family, and I never will be. In fact, I'm not sure you're even human.
If not a brandy, perhaps a cup of coffee.
No, the only thing I want from you is to stay the hell out of our lives. Stay out! Do you have any idea what you're doing to my daughter?
I'm not doing anything to Serena.
Because of you, she can't see her father unless it's court-approved or supervised. She's just a little kid. You're tearing her apart. How do you live with yourself? Are you that sick that you would ruin a little girl's life just for money?
I resent that. Serena is a daughter of my niece. We share the same Stanton blood. I care very deeply about her and her welfare.
What are you doing here?
Danielle. Well, my other niece and I have decided to live together as befitting members of a well-adjusted, happy family.
Where's Jake?
Living with her former fiancé in what some might perceive as sin. It's hardly the best atmosphere in which to raise a child.
I know how to raise a child, in what atmosphere, and that would be with her father.
I urge you to put Serena's welfare first, ahead of your own, and try living within the confines of the visitation agreements. It truly is in Serena's best interest.
Oh, will you stop it? You don't care about her interest. All you care about is Dominique's money. You have no right to raise my daughter.
Well, we'll let the court decide that. But no matter what, I truly do not intend to cut Serena off from seeing her father. I hope you know that you're always welcome in this home to visit with your daughter.
You have gone completely around the bend.
No, I think you have that backwards. After all, it was your outrageous behavior in kidnapping your own child, which so disgusted me it left me no choice but to file suit for custody. I only want what's best for my great niece.
Well, I'll tell you what's best for her. That the two of you just disappear for good.
I hope that wasn't meant as a threat.
No. I promise you that I'm going to spend the rest of my life making you regret what you've done to my daughter.
So, when can we start trying to get pregnant?
It's not too soon, is it?
No, it isn't. But there is a complication.
What do you mean, a complication?
Well, because of your previous miscarriages, there's been a lot of scarring. And that scarring may prevent you from conceiving. I am very sorry to give you this news.
But what you're saying is there's hope. I mean, there is a little hope because maybe I could get pregnant, right? I could get pregnant.
There is always hope. Medical advances are being made all the time in the area of fertility.
Good. Hope. Hope. I can get through this if there's hope, right, Doc? We can get through this, right?
Absolutely.
You're welcome to stay here in my office if you need more time.
Very kind. Thank you.
So, what are we gonna do?
This is impossible. It can't be Cooper.
He's the guy that held us hostage our first night at General Hospital. I think we all got a pretty good look at him.
Too good a look at him.
Greg Cooper died in that big fire at Forest Hills Hospital. His ashes were put in the family mausoleum.
Could be just a strange coincidence then.
Maybe not. Can we get copies of that flyer? I'd like to post them all around the hospital.
Yeah, I'll help you too.
I've got cops knocking on doors and showing that sketch to everybody in the 3-mile radius of that photo shop. Who knows? We might get lucky.
Okay.
We're out of here.
You two need anything?
Just bring back our daughter.
We'll find her. I'll be in touch.
Nicole.
They have got to find her. I cannot lose another child.
I know. We've got to try to be strong. And she will come back to us. I promise.
I know that's the way I should be thinking, too. But I see that same doubt in your eyes. I know that look. It was burned in my memory. When we lost Buddy. I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there anything I can do? Could you call the stations on the media list and alert them that we're sending over copies of this sketch of this person? I can't believe it's Greg Cooper. Consider it done.
Thank you, Eve.
How's the search for Julie coming?
Well, there's been a break. Someone recognized her from a roll of film at one of those one-hour photo places.
Well, do they know who took the pictures?
No, but they know what he looks like. Does it remind you of anyone?
Gregory Cooper, for instance?
Oh, there is a resemblance. Give me a bunch of those flyers. Give them to the poker group and the ladies' auxiliary, and they will paper the town with
Thank
these.
you. The more help we get, the better chance we'll have of finding her.
You know, I called the church. They're going to add Julie's name to the novena being said tonight. It's times like this I really wish Father Wysocki hadn't resigned.
Resigned? What are you talking about? I thought he was on retreat.
No. And I remember thinking at the time how strange that was, that he just up and left. Nobody saw him. Nobody even knew until the bishop got a letter.
That's very strange.
Yeah. And I'm not too thrilled with Father Sweeney, the priest that replaced him, but a prayer's a prayer.
Thanks, Mom.
the hell her parents must be going through. Oh, it's just terrible to think you've lost a child.
Thanks for adding Julie's name to the novena.
It's not like it's the end of the world, right?
No, and it isn't the end of you and I trying to have a baby, Lucy. This is just the beginning. I'd be lying if I said the news wasn't discouraging, but you heard the doctor. There have been great strides made in the area of fertility. We're going to have our baby. We're going to be successful.
How do you do that? How do you stay so optimistic after everything we've been through with this?
I know how much I love you.
Thank you. Thank you for that ray of hope. Because I don't understand any of this. I don't know why it's so difficult. Why is life supposed to be like this, a struggle with everything? I wanted this baby to be something positive for us.
I know. And it will be. But give it time.
Serena, you have exactly 2 minutes.
Okay.
Scotty, wait a minute.
Hi, Gail.
Honey, you can't come in. I haven't even taken Serena to school yet. You don't have a social worker with you.
Oh, come on, this is ridiculous.
Well, I agree, but you know the rules of this temporary in custody.
Well, I came by to see you. I'm sure Serena's all right. Did she get back to sleep after Lucy came over?
Yeah, Lucy got her back to bed. She was pretty restless. She is terrified that somebody's going to steal her away from you.
I know. I mean, I keep having the same dream myself. I can't stand being separated from her, and this supervised visitations is making me nuts.
I know. But I mean, there's just nothing I can do about it. It's out of my hands.
I thought I heard my daddy!
Oh, what a hug.
Don't let go.
I never, ever will.
Grandma didn't tell me you were coming.
Well, Grandma is always the last one to know.
Well, you know me, I'm full of surprises.
I know you for sure.
Serena, I think you better get to school. We don't want to be late.
Okay.
Yeah, do as Grandma says, but before you go, can I have one right here? Oh, what was that, a fly going by? You can do better than that. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. I run off. I'll see you later.
You go get your backpack and your jacket and meet me at the car, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry, but please don't put me in the position of being a policeman.
You're right. I apologize.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
I mean, if anybody heard about this, we could lose our custody of her.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll see you soon. All right, Gail. Bye.
Take care. Serena, I'm going to warm up the car. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay.
Serena.
You came back.
Yeah, I know. Just for a couple of minutes. Come here. Now, tell me about this bad dream.
Okay. Well, I couldn't find Mommy's star, and I couldn't find you. There were witches, ghosts, and vampires. And I tried to run home, except I couldn't find you. And I started to yell.
Oh, baby, come here.
I miss time being with you, Daddy. Maybe we can have breakfast together.
I'm gonna leave Grandma a note here.
What kind of a note? What does that say?
It says that I've got you with me.
Does that mean...
Yes, it does. Come on, let's beat it.
Yay!
What was that for?
That was because you
You are so good. You are, to me. I mean, no matter how hopeless and unfathomable and terrifying life gets, and no matter how empty I feel sometimes, all I have to do is reach out my hand, and without even asking, there's your hand ready to grab it. Besides, it's just plain fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sure is. It's so fun. I almost forgot. I have to check with Dr. Neumann's nurse about the new fertility test that she wants to run, so I'll see you at home.
Oh, yeah. You bet you will.
Boy.
See ya.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, see, I still hear bells whenever you kiss me.
Oh, I still got it.
Hello.
Oh, Lucy, it's Gail. Tell me that Scotty and Serena are with you.
I don't understand. Why would you think they'd be with me? Wait a minute. I don't think I want the answer to this question.
They've gone off someplace. Scotty took her, and they're gone.
What could he be thinking? What is he doing?
Oh, he wasn't thinking. He was just being Scotty. He left a note of, "Don't worry, I have Serena."
If they find out that he's broken this visitation schedule, they will take Serena away forever. Tell me what happened.
Well, he came by this morning to see how she was after last night and all the nightmares and everything, and I told him he was breaking the rules by doing that. He didn't have a social worker with him, and then we talked a little bit, and then I went to warm up the car to take Serena to school, and when I came back, they were gone.
Tell me that you don't think that he took Serena out of the country again.
I'm going to call the airport and check, and any place else I can think of.
Okay, listen, I will keep my eyes open, all right? And maybe I can just concentrate and think of some place that he took Serena. Okay. Yeah, I'll call you, bud. Karen? Hey, Lissy, what's up? Hi. Listen, you haven't by any chance heard from your dad or Serena today, have you?
Neither one. Actually, I was supposed to go by Gail's and help her clean up, but I had an early call. Why? What's going on?
Okay, listen, I don't want to worry you, but apparently Scott stopped by Gail's uninvited this morning, and he's taken Serena. He just left a note that said that he had Serena with him.
But he's crazy. They're gonna put him in jail and throw away the key.
I know that. I know that.
Okay, my mom's working for him again, so I'll give her a call, and maybe she knows something.
Okay, I do that, and then if I hear anything, you hear anything, let's call each other, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right. Hey, Jake. Do you have any idea what Danielle is trying to do? That's my sister. She's trying to get custody
Slow down.
of. Did you know that? How can you be with a woman who's trying to steal a child away from her father?
I have nothing to do with that custody suit, okay? And because of her association with Rex, she's out of my life now.
Well, if you see her, you tell her for me that there's no way she and Rex are going to get their little paws on Serena. Up to your old tricks again, eh, Ramsey?
Now what?
This is the watch that my patient reported as stolen, and now it turns up in my locker.
And you think I put it there to set you up?
Yes.
Well, I didn't. No more than I stashed files on you guys in my locker. Wait a second. I think there's a pattern here.
You're right.
You guys want to fill me in on what's going on?
A patient's IV was tampered with to make it look like it was Karen's fault. And then another patient's medical chart was changed to include medication that would have sent her into anaphylactic shock.
And I found some stolen files hidden in my locker.
So you have 2 minor robberies and 2 near fatalities. Where's your pattern?
They all had to do with the interns.
Julie's an intern.
When did the sabotage start?
A couple weeks ago, more or less.
About the same time Cooper supposedly died in that fire out at Forest Hills.
Do we know if Greg Cooper is really dead?
Well, I think that's Detective Garcia's province. Is there any way you can find out?
Look, I'm way ahead of you. Once you guys ID'd this composite, I ordered a copy of the coroner's report. Listen, if this guy's the real thing, we could be looking at trouble.
You know that Our Photo place near the mall? Well, somebody dropped off a roll of film with pictures of Julie Devlin, and the owner recognized her from the flyers. Oh, that's wonderful news. Do they know who brought in the film? Look familiar? Well, he looks like the orderly that I saw in the hallway the other night. He was pushing a gurney, I think. Orderly? No, look again. think back a few months.
Oh, good Lord. He looks like Greg Cooper.
That's what everybody says who sees it.
Well, that's not possible. Greg Cooper's dead.
Dead as a doornail.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Lisa McCree. Tomorrow, GMA is out of the studio and on the streets for an in-depth look at the changing workplace.
How America lives. Good Morning America goes to work tomorrow.